Hi, good morning. So I just read on TMZ that Marcus Jordan, I guess, is entering into a plea agreement for a DUI that he had back in Florida. I think it was February of this year of 2025. And according to the TMZ report that I read originally, and I'm just going from my head, I think he was pulled over for DUI. He got off the side of the road and he became extremely argumentative with the police officer. And he pulled the classic, "Do you know who I am?" Whatever, arrested for DUI, and I don't know his blood or his breath alcohol content, but he was also arrested with ketamine in his system. And so, what I wanted to do is just shoot this video. I have no idea what the law is like in Florida. When I read it on TMZ this morning about the plea agreement that he's facing or that he's going to enter into, it looks like if he does certain things like stay law abiding for 12 months, he has a breathalyzer in his car, pays $1,000 fine, and then write an apology letter to the police officer, the case is going to get dismissed. Um, One of the things that I get, and I do represent a lot of celebrities and I represent a lot of athletes. My office is in Phoenix, and we are probably one of the leading Phoenix criminal defense and DUI law firms. We don't handle any other types of cases, just DUI and criminal defense. And there's 10 lawyers at my office. So, as far as I know, we handle more of these cases than any other law firm in the area. Um, but one of the questions that I get a lot and I see a lot online and on TV is, do the athletes and celebrities get preferential treatment? Well, it really seems that way. So it seems that way in other states, particularly in California, Florida. I will tell you in Arizona, that's not been my experience, and not just with the clients that I represent, but also the clients that some of my colleagues represent. There's a couple other colleagues that in the area that do represent the more high profile cases, and people like Charles Barkley or Mark Grace, or I can't think of some of the other ones. They get DUIs. They went to prison. I know Mark Grace went to prison. I think he went to prison for, well, I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he didn't get out of it, and neither did Charles Barkley. And so if you're a celebrity here or an athlete, you're not going to get preferential treatment. And the other thing that I saw about Marcus Jordan's case is he's doing these things and it's going to result in a dismissal of his DUI. We don't have that in Arizona. So I would tell you, Marcus, if you're watching this, Marcus's team, if you're watching this, Michael, even if you're watching this, you got a really good outcome. And I hope it's not preferential treatment because you're a celebrity or your dad's a celebrity. I'm hoping that Florida, if they do offer this to you, they're offering it to everybody. But in Arizona, we do not offer any kind of diversion program for a DUI. If you get pulled over and you're cited for a DUI, unless we get the case dismissed due to a technicality or a nuance or reduced to reckless driving, it's going to be on your record and you're going to go to jail for at least 1 day for a regular DUI, all the way up to 45 days on the super extreme DUI, and then everything in between. One of the other things I saw in Marcus's case is he was stopped with ketamine. That would be charged as a felony in Arizona. Now, just because it's a felony doesn't mean he's going to prison for that, but he would face felony prosecution. I probably could get him a diversion program for the possession of ketamine, which means if he does certain things and he stays law abiding, he does courses, that case can be dismissed, but definitely not the DUI case. So there's no way of getting a DUI case dismissed in the state of Arizona unless we find that technicality and we file a motion to dismiss or suppress the evidence, or even just taking the case to trial and getting it dismissed at trial, which we do on a regular basis. So we'll take a DUI case to trial. The state fails to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they're guilty of the DUI, and we get it dismissed that way, but not the way that Marcus is getting it dismissed. Again, I'm not part of Marcus's case. I've never practiced law in the state of Florida. I would think that it's very different here. But if you have any questions or comments about the DUI process, or want me to do a little more work into Marcus's case research and then give you some more explanations as to what I think happened, feel free to list a comment or make a comment below or subscribe to my channel. If you watched my videos in the past, my name is Matt Lopez. I'm the owner of the office. And when I shoot these videos, I don't like to just do run of the mill boring topics. I like to comb TMZ and say, okay, what's topical? Like yesterday, I did one about a police officer in Arkansas getting arrested for domestic violence, or this morning, I'm posting this one about Marcus Jordan. So if you think of any other topics you want me to chime in, or you're from a news channel want me to chime in, I'd be more than happy to. Thanks for watching this. Hope you all have a great day. And Marcus, great outcome on your case. Congratulations to you.